No joy for
Excellent.
Rangers.
Nah, having a real struggle,
Yeah.
Jeff. A real struggle. I wasn't at the game because I was watching my boys playing, which turned out to be a right good decision. The wee man was playing in the morning. The other middle one was playing kind of lunchtime. And then I went down to what an afternoon I had down in Cumnock in Ayrshire. Oh, Jeff. I mean, it was just brilliant. The drum were playing down there. My wife plays with Drum Chapel, and I went down to Cumnock and I got invited into a little bit of hospitality to watch the second half. Well, about 10, it was 10 of the Cumnock locals, and it was one of their 50th birthdays. So you can imagine what the patter was like.
Oh, brilliant.
It was just magic, Jeff. It was absolutely magical. I had a wonderful afternoon. And then yesterday, what a game I was at.
I know you were. I listened to you, mate.
What a good game. Jeff, answer me one thing. What's Anthony Gordon thinking about?
I have no idea. I have zero idea. And obviously we're going to talk about that during the course of the morning. Eddie Howe says he'll appeal. Well, good luck with that.
Oh, I don't think he's any chance.
I don't think he's got any chance at all.
I don't think he's got any chance, mate.
I mean, because he's been great for Newcastle as well. So I feel from a bit, but he's brought it on himself.
Oh, without any doubt. And I'm with you totally. I enjoy watching him. I think Eddie's getting the best out of him. And he's just in a brainstorm. He's just in a complete brainstorm. And as soon as he does it, he must be thinking, what have I done here? And then I thought the game had completely switched to Brighton after that. And then Tarek Lamptey gets sent off. And do you know something? Here's the controversial one. And I think you might agree with me, right? Yes, he probably was slightly offside, Fabian Schär. But I tell you what, it didn't half spoil the moment. It didn't half spoil the moment, Jeff. When the goal went in, just the whole place erupted. And I know Brighton fans, I know everybody up and down the country said, well, he got the right decision. Do you know something? I don't care if he got the right decision. It spoiled the moment, mate. It really did.
Not for the 1,100 Brighton fans who were there,
That's
Coisty.
true.
Absolutely not.
And I need to say to you, what a finish again from Welbeck.
Oh, I know. We'll talk about him during the course of the morning. But
magic.
Look, he's better than ever.
Yes.
He's better than ever. And I would say as well, by the way, that there are some great players in the Premier League. And I'm not saying he's the best of them, but I love watching João Pedro. I just love watching him, you know, because he is he's a bit different, isn't he?
Yes,
Providing
of course he
something
is.
different.
Of course he is.
You know, it was a fantastic game. Now, it wasn't a fantastic game yesterday at Old Trafford. Fulham fans might think differently, but it really wasn't. It ended, of course, with Fulham going through on penalties. Well done to them. Brilliant to have them in the quarterfinals. For Manchester United, all they have left this season is the Europa League, and I don't think Real Sociedad are going to be quaking in their boots at the moment. But their boss, Ruben Amorim, says they do have bigger plans than just winning a cup competition.
No. I'm going game by game. The goal of this club is to win the Premier League. So we have to focus on step by step. But this is something that is going to take a while. I'm just focused on improving the team. In this moment, we cannot focus in the big things in the future. We have to focus on. We have three days to prepare this game and to improve and to see what we did wrong in this game. So my focus is just to improve the performance, and then we'll see in the end of the season.
I think he meant it as a sort of throwaway line almost, Coisty, you know, to say, well, the long-term aim is to win the Premier League. And it's made a lot of headlines, and the story of Wayne Rooney calling him naive. I think, well, what is he meant to say? Next season our aim is to finish 10th, you know?
Yeah, I know.
But I have to say, watching Man United yesterday, mate, they look a million miles off winning a game, let alone winning a trophy.
Well, I've seen them a few times this season, Jeff, as you know, and I thought for 65 minutes they were as poor, and this is a bit of a statement, they were as poor as I'd seen them in years at Everton, and they came back and got a draw, to be fair to them. Showed that, you know, Fernandes gets them back in the game, then Ugarte gets an equaliser. But I just think overall, dear me, they're really, really, really struggling, Jeff. I mean, you talk about the game being that bad. It was that bad I nearly turned it off the radio coming back up in the car. That's how bad it sounded. It just sounded real. Everything's a struggle for them right now, mate. Everything is an absolute struggle. The place is, and you look at what's happening off the pitch in terms of redundancies and all that. I just think the place there's a cloud, effectively. There's a cloud hanging over the place on and off the pitch, Jeff. It really is. And it's a shame, by the way. It is. It's a great club. Absolutely great club. But it's a shame to see what's happening to them. But I don't see any light. At this moment in time, I don't see any light at the end of that tunnel.
No, and that is the worrying thing for United fans. You know, you look for some sort of hope. And I'm like you, Coisty. I can't see anything at all. Look, I mean, obviously we've got a great quarterfinal lineup now in terms of...
Brilliant.
It's different, isn't it? You know,
do you know what it looks like, Jeff? It reminds me, it might be crazy saying it, it looks like a 1920 FA Cup last quarter-final ties and all that stuff. It just teams like that pressed. It's brilliant. I think it's great. I really do.
Brilliant. Fulham Palace, Preston Villa, Bournemouth Man City, Brighton against Forest, or Ipswich, who, of course, play tonight. I mean, look, people will point to Manchester City, obviously, but they've shown their vulnerability, haven't they? So it's easy to see somebody different picking up the trophy this year, isn't it?
100%. Absolutely, it's 100%. Listen, you look at City's recent form. Okay, they've recovered, you know, a bit. I would never claim it's for a minute that they're back to anything like the team that they were. They've lost the fear factor. They'll be favourites, I would imagine, yes. But I don't think MD's scared of them. And you look at they'll all fancy it. And, it would be just magic to see a new name on it. You know what I mean? It really would. Look at Brighton in there, Preston. That's a good game that tonight as well. You know, it really is a good game tonight. So, I'm delighted with it.
Hamey the Hibby in Edinburgh said, morning, lads, be sure to give us Hibbies a mention.
Yes.
After an easy Edinburgh derby win yesterday. I'm not sure it was easy, really. Jack Iredale with the goal. Want to look up on YouTube, he says, or one of the goals there. And just got to mention as well, Andy's texted in say, mentioning lower league football, what a performance from Spennymoor, National League North, away at Sutton United in the FA Trophy at the weekend. They're through to, it must be the semi-finals now. Glenn Taylor got both of the goals, and... worst line of the, or best line, if you like, of the morning so far. Hi, guys. Here's a wee fact about Danny Welbeck. His dad was a bomb disposal expert in the army. His name was Stan Welbeck. Brilliant.
I'd heard it, but very good.
Yeah, fantastic.
Very good.
Thank you very much indeed, whoever said that. And we're taking your calls this morning, Manchester United fans. What do you make of Amarim's comments? How long do you think it's going to be before you are back as trophy winners, whether it be FA Cup or Premier League? Newcastle fans, how damaging was yesterday? Anthony Gordon out of the Carabao Cup final. Alexander Isak limped off as well, of course. 03717 223344 for your thoughts on a huge weekend. After the break, we'll take a look back at the back pages and ask whether Ruben Amorim is really naive, as suggested by Wayne Rooney.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.